Hello everyone, today I will be presenting on security mechanisms. This presentation explains how security mechanisms protect systems, networks, and data from unauthorized access, attacks, and misuse. What are security mechanisms? Security mechanisms are tools, processes, and techniques used to prevent attacks, detect anomalies, recover from breaches, enforce security policies. Types of security mechanisms: cryptographic mechanisms, encryption, hashing, digital signatures. Second type is non-cryptographic system mechanisms, access control, firewalls, monitoring. Cryptographic mechanisms. Cryptographic mechanisms use mathematical algorithms to protect data while storing or sending it, ensuring confidentiality, integrity, and authentication. Encryption protects confidentiality by converting readable data into unreadable form. Hashing or MAC ensures integrity by detecting any modification to data. It provides authentication by verifying the identity of users or devices. Enable non-repudiation using digital signatures so senders cannot deny their actions. Symmetric encryption. Purpose: provides confidentiality by converting plain text to ciphertext. Symmetric encryption. Same key for encryption and decryption. Very fast and suitable for large data. Key sharing is difficult. Examples: AES, DES, 3DES. Symmetric encryption is a method where the same secret key is used for both encryption and decryption. First, the original plain text is combined with the secret key and converted into unreadable cipher text. This protects the data from unauthorized access. On the receiving side, the same key is applied again to decrypt the cipher text and turn it back into readable plain text. Because one shared key is used, symmetric encryption is very fast and suitable for encrypting large amounts of data. Asymmetric encryption. Purpose: provides confidentiality by converting plain text to ciphertext. Asymmetric encryption. It uses public key and private key. It solves the key distribution problem. It is slower and used for key exchange and secure communication. Examples are RSA, ECC. Asymmetric encryption uses two different keys instead of one. The sender encrypts the plain text using the public key, which anyone can access. Once encrypted, the message becomes unreadable ciphertext. Only the receiver, who holds the matching private key, can decrypt the cipher text back into plain text. Because the keys are different, this method solves the key sharing problem and ensures secure communication even over untested networks. Hashing. Purpose: provides integrity by generating a fixed size hash. Features are: one-way function, cannot retrieve original data. Small change in input to large change in output. It used for passwords and data integrity checks. Common algorithms are SHA-256, SHA-3, MD5, not secure. Hashing is a process that converts plain text into a fixed size hashed value using a hash function. When the input text is passed through the hashing algorithm, it generates a unique output called the hash. Even a small change in the original text creates a completely different hash. Hashing is a one-way process, meaning the original data cannot be recovered from the hash. It is mainly used for ensuring integrity and for securely storing passwords. Digital signatures. Purpose is to ensure integrity, authentication, and non-repudiation. How it works. Message is hashed. Hash is encrypted with sender's private key. Receiver verifies using sender's public key. It verifies the identity of sender. Ensures message was not modified. Sender cannot deny sending the message. A digital signature is created by first hashing the original message. This hash value is then encrypted using the sender's private key through a signature algorithm. The output becomes the digital signature, which is sent along with the original data. On the receiver's side, the same message is hashed again. At the same time, the digital signature is decrypted using the sender's public key to retrieve the original hash. If both hash values match, the message is verified as authentic, unmodified, and truly sent by the owner of the private key. If they do not match, the message is considered tampered. Non-cryptographic mechanisms. Do not use mathematical or cryptographic algorithms for securing data. Rely on system policies, configurations, and operational controls. Control access to resources through authentication and authorization. With strong mechanisms, they prevent threats and enable trusted communication. Together, they form the backbone of a secure and reliable cybersecurity framework. Thank you for listening. Access control refers to the security mechanisms that decide who is allowed to access specific data, files, systems, or resources. It works by checking the identity of a user and then giving them only the permissions they are allowed to have. It ensures that only authorized users, such as the right employees or system accounts, can access sensitive information or perform certain actions. This protects the system from misuse, data leaks, and unauthorized activities. Access control includes authentication, which means verifying a user's identity to confirm they are who they claim to be before granting access. Authorization decides what an authenticated user can do. It sets permissions like read, write, execute, or admin access, ensuring only authorized users can access resources. Examples are passwords, PINs, biometrics, RBAC, role-based access control. Network access control works by verifying every device and user before they connect. It secures access to the local network, cloud applications, and remote networks. A central NAC system checks identity, device health, and permissions, and only then allows safe access. This ensures the entire network stays protected from unauthorized or unsafe devices. Firewalls. A security device or software that controls incoming and outgoing network traffic. Works based on predefined security rules. Blocks unauthorized access while allowing legitimate communication. Types: packet filtering, stateful firewall, next-gen firewall, NGFW. This diagram shows how firewall security works. All computers inside the network connect through switches and a layer 3 switch. Before any data goes out or comes in, it must pass through the firewall. Behind the firewall is a DMZ with public servers like email and web servers. From there, traffic moves to the router and then to the internet. The firewall protects the internal network by filtering and controlling all incoming and outgoing traffic. Monitoring. Continuous observation of system activities to detect threats or unusual behavior. It helps to detect intrusions, failures, and policy violations. It helps to detect intrusions, failures, and policy violations. It uses the tools RCM, IDs, IPS, network analyzers. Conclusion. Security needs both cryptographic and non-cryptographic mechanisms. Cryptography protects data confidentiality and integrity. System mechanisms control access and detect threats. Together they form a strong, layered security defense. Thank you for your time and attention. I hope this presentation gave a clear idea of security mechanisms.